Magic fans, and welcome back to Lorwyn Eclipsed Standard, and we are sticking with the tribal theme, and today we are playing Goblins, and much like the Kithkin deck, it is mostly new cards, although there are 3 old cards, and we'll quickly go through them. First up is Searslicer Goblin, a very, very powerful Goblin, 2 mana, 2/1, and it has Raid, meaning we get a bonus if we've attacked this turn, and begin of our end step. If we've attacked this turn, we create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token. And then we have Dropkick Bomber, a 3 mana 2/3. Other goblins we control get +1/+1. And we can also pay 1 until end of turn. Another type goblin we control gains flying. And when this creature does combat damage, we sacrifice it. That can be relevant. And then we have 3 copies of Howlsquad Heavy, a 3 mana 2/3. Has starter engines, meaning when it comes into play, we get a speed counter and start at 1, and every time an opponent loses life on our turn, we gain a speed up to 4. Other goblins we control have haste. Begin with combat on our turn, we create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token attacks this combat if able, and it will have haste. And once it is at max speed, we can tab it to add red for each goblin we control. So they're the old cards. Now, as we go through the deck, you may notice there is nothing like Patchwork Banner or anything like that, whereas yesterday in Kithkin I did play it, and I said I always like playing in tribal decks. And while this is a tribal deck, this is actually a Goblin Aristocrat deck, meaning we are mostly burning our opponent out. And that is due to cards like Boggart Cursecrafter and Boggart Mischief. So the Cursecrafter, 2 mana, 2/3, so very good stats. Has Death Touch, says whenever another goblin we control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. And then Boggart Mischief, 3 mana Kindred Enchantment Goblin. So as I explained in the Kithkin video yesterday, this counts as a goblin. So if anything that lets you cast goblin spells or interactive goblin spells, it will interact with this. Although always be wary with Cavern of Souls, which does say creature spell. This cannot be cast with using coloured mana with Cavern of Souls. So anyway, when this enchantment enters, we may blight 1, and that means we put a -1/-1 counter on a creature we control. If we do, we create 2 1/1 black and red creature tokens. And whenever a goblin creature we control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and we gain 1 life. So these 2, and obviously multiples, mean that when goblins die, we can drain our opponent, or ping our opponent for a lot and then drain them for 1 with the Mischief. And that's kind of what our deck's set up for. So in the 1-drops, we have Bile-Vial Boggart, 1 mana 1/1. When it dies, put a -1/-1 counter on top of the target creature. Mudbutton Cursetosser, a 1 mana 2/1. As additional cost to cast a spell, we have to behold a goblin or pay 2. Behold a goblin means either reveal a goblin in our hand or choose a creature on the battlefield. Sorry, choose a goblin on the battlefield. So the Boggart Mischief does count as a goblin. It can't block, but when it dies, we destroy target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less. That's very, very good. It can it means your opponent is less likely to block. Although if they've got like a 1/1 and they block this, obviously nothing else is going to die. But it does mean we can also threaten to blight this and take down one of the creatures. Then we've got 2 copies of Taster of Wares, a 3 mana 3/2. When it enters, target opponent reveals X cards from their hand, where X is the number of goblins you control. They choose the cards. We choose one of those cards, and then that player exiles it. If it's an instant sorcery, we may cast it as long as we control the Taster of Wares, and we may spend any mana of any type may be spent to cast that spell. So it's a great way just to disrupt our opponent's hand, but obviously if they then do have an instant sorcery, we can take that card and cast it as well. Then we have one of my favourite cards in the deck, and actually one of my favourite cards in the set. I did speak about it in my best cards in Standard the other day. Champion of the Weird, a 4 mana 5/5. Like all of the champion cards, you need to behold a goblin and exile it. So again, reveal a goblin from your hand or a goblin on the battlefield and exile it. When the creature does leave the battlefield, you get that card back into your hand, but then you can pay 1 life and blight 2. Target opponent blights 2, activate as a sorcery. So this can come down, and you can basically do it twice, get it down to a 1/1 if you need to. Your opponent puts 2 -2/-2 counters on, well, twice, so it could be on 1 creature. You know, this could be a bit of a soft wrath. Obviously, if you have expendable tokens lying around, you can blight onto those. You know, and obviously, if you've got a 1/1 token, blighting onto that, you know, it makes no difference whether it's 2 counters or 1. So it's a great way to a bit of removal and obviously trigger a lot of our things as well. And finally, we've got Sourbread Auntie, a 4 mana 4/3. When it enters, we may blight 2. If we do, create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens. So much like the champion, we pick what we blight, get some tokens. If we've got down a Howlsquad Heavy, they have haste, or Dropkick Bomber, they're going to be buffed and we swing in. Mana base is pretty much exactly the same as the Kindred deck, but in black-red. We've got the 4 of the Verges, 2 Cavern of Souls, 4 Eclipsed Realms. We do have more Eclipsed Realms because in the Kithkin deck we did have Ajani, which couldn't cast any spells, but Eclipsed Realms cast every spell in our deck, and then a couple of Universal Passages just to help with Blazemire Verge. So a bit different to Kithkin. It is still go wide, but not quite as go big, as we only have 1 Lord. But it can put your opponent into a massive bind where they don't know what to kill or don't want to kill anything. And a bit like Kithkin, it does struggle to Iris Demonstration, but which is being played all the time in Standard in the Is It Lessons deck. But obviously, if you've got the Cursecrafter and or a Boggart Mischief out, then they don't really want to use it because you could suddenly be draining them for 4, 5, 6 and gaining some life as well. So a really, really fun deck, a bit different, but still a good tribal deck. Hope you all enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll give a shout out to my patrons, Arcadius, Mihal, Thomas and Adrian. Thank you everyone for your support, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. Our opponent goes first. We have a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Now we have 2 2-drops. Do they block? They do. Do some more lands. There's the Mischief. More lands. So obviously we are going to get drained. But then we can get down the Cursecrafter and do something similar. Don't take out our Searslicer. Don't take out him either. Come on, do something. Opponent. Death Touch with a 0 power creature doesn't work either. You've got to do combat damage, not just hit something. Well, I think we're going to get down you. And swing in. And next turn we will get down our champion, which against our opponent's not the best. What do you put it on? Choices. And yeah, her opponent scoops. Opponent goes first. We don't have a 1-drop, but we do have 2s into 3s. And now 2 4s. Up against Is It? It looks like it. As far as I know, there's not a 1-mana do 3, but they will probably have 5-bending lesson. Yeah, Monument to Endurance. Why don't we get out Dropkick Bomber? And next turn we can double Searslicer Goblin, which I think's a good deal. And the Bomber puts him out of range of Iroh's Demonstration. Yeah, it was Firebending Lesson. The fact these don't put them into play tapped. Is very annoying. And now if they do have Iroh's Demonstration, we are in a bit of trouble. That Dropkick Bomber was doing work for us. Yep. And they've still got 4 cards in hand. Do you have another Iroh's Demonstration? Well, there's a talent. Jesus. At least that dies. They are down to 1. Down to 2, sorry. I can't read. There's a Gran. Them being stuck on lands, obviously, hasn't really helped them. It's helped ours fantastically, so... That was through 2 Iroh's Demonstration. So happy with that. We go first. Good hand. Do need 2 more lands to make it perfect. Let's Behold You. Put you on Goblin. Obvious up against the Lessons deck. Oh, they got Iroh's Demonstration. No, Boomerang's Basics. Well, there's a land. Let's get down the Bomber, because that will put them out of range of Iroh's Demonstration. on, let's swing in. Let's kill you. At least if they do wipe the board, they'll be down to 3. You on Goblin. Yeah, we play champion, we blight a couple of times, they die, we attack in, and we're in a very good place. Well, this isn't a keeper. Well, I think we put back the one we can't play. What are we up against? Nothing at the moment. But you have something. Come on, use it or don't. Ha, 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 ha. Well done. Come on, dude. Well, we need another land. I have a Zookeeper Mechan. Probably should block the other one. Can we have a land? Jesus. This is not going well. And what is our opponent doing? That they're ramping in Rakdos, and they have something they can cast. Are they going to get Iro's Demonstration? They are going to get Iro's Demonstration. Goblin. Let's behold you, because we are a man away from being able to cast it. We can get in for a 3 before they wipe a lot of our board. Howlsquad Heavy can get them down to... Well, we play it, get him for attack with the Champion of the Weird and the Goblin token. Do you have something else? Doesn't look like it. Or it does look like it. They still have that instant speed thing from earlier. Oh, we're down to 2. they've got a full grip. I have no idea what they're meant to be doing. Good thing we managed to kill Low and Lee before they could cast Aro's Demonstration. Lots of 1-drops. No 2-drops. Only 2 lands. We do have 23 lands, so it seems to be the number where we draw more 2 than 1. 2 than 3, I mean. So we are up against Merfolk. Let's get down the Cursetosser. Another Merfolk. Well, there's a third land. Boggart Cursecrafter to the rescue. Come on, block it. No, he didn't block it. Well, next turn we can taste with wares. Get into their hand. No, don't kill it. Do we reckon they have something? Well, I'm going to block attack. Yeah, they have something. A Deep Way Navigator. Show us 3 of your 4 cards. Well, I think we're taking to the flood more because we can cast it. Well, that was a big hit. Well, let's Howlsquad Heavy. And we swing in. This isn't on our turn, is it? We will bounce the Navigator. Well, do we? Because they can just recast it and they'll get the buff. They are thinking about what to do. Yes. We will just take the Navigator. And we'll get a Boggart down. We will kill one of their merfolk. They're down to 3. They don't have great attacks. Are they going to exhaust? Worth it. On Goblin, we'll get the heavy down. Yeah, we get the heavy down, another Boggart, and just swing in. We go first. Decent hand. Let's shock this in on black. We will behold the Boggart. Oh, good. Storm Chaser's talent. Let's see if they want to trade. They do not. Oh, because it exiled. That's why. On Goblin. Let's blight onto the Cursecrafter. Well, exile sucks. Let's swing in with both of those. Well, if they go on Ara's demonstration, that'll be funny. There's a Grand and there's a Monument. Well, let's swing in. Yeah, let's get you down. And then the Searslicer Goblin. Ara's demonstration just kills them. I suppose if they had the mana, they could have had to chance Tidebinder, but nope. Opponent goes first. We do need third lands. But we have Bile-Vial Boggart coming out of the wazoo. Now on Goblins? They are on Goblins. That was a bit of an odd decision, I think, but oh well. Do you have another one? If I have another one, we won't block, so we can get down the Mischief. Yeah, let's kill you. Drain them. We have a lot of Dropkick Bombers. They have their own Boggart Mischief. I would like a land. There we go. That way we can and let's start a swinging in. That could be a problem. Yeah, I think we just... And let's send you into the air. You probably want to block. Yeah. But now they don't have any goblins left. Although I imagine they do have more in hand. Do they? Do you? Double Boggart Mischief is very powerful. Hopefully they don't get a third one. Just a land. Well, I think we just go big. We're doing 16. They're awfully confident of getting their life back. There's an elder auntie. In fact, we do just have lethal. Because we can basically just put everything into the air. We didn't even need two of them. Because we would have sacrificed the goblin and drained them for an additional one.